there's two types of people in a fund. There's the general partners. So these are the investment or fund managers, as well as you have the LPs. You probably heard this term LP. What's LP? Limited partner. So those are the people that write checks. Those are the LP. So at the same time, GP, my own fund, I have been an LP many times in other people's funds. So you can learn a lot by being on both sides of the table. But typically, you have these two buckets of people, and then LPs write the checks. GP will write some checks into the pool of funds as well. And then now you have this private equity fund. It could be packaged into LLC. There's different permutations based on preferences, business intentions, tax advantages, and this and that. But overall, it's a GP LP structure. That's kind of the base structure. So when you have this fund, you have capital to deploy, right? So it's GP's job to figure out how to execute on the thesis that you have discussed with them as an LP. So that's kind of the basics.